After seeing Jumping the Broom, I was a little torn on what I thought about this movie. So, at first glance, I go see the movie, and afterwards, I honestly wasn't really digging it that much. It was funny, and it had some really good, funny parts, but a lot of the storylines were already done before, and I saw so many movies that sort of was pick parts from it and just sort of put in this movie. Not to say that this movie is a copycat, but there just wasn't anything new that I saw. But as far as the storyline goes, I thought that was pretty interesting. Just two sides of different types of family. One that grew up very rich, great education, seen the world, and the other who, you know, didn't have much growing up, and they all have different traditions, you know, different ways of raising a family, but yet they come from the same culture of African American. And this was also a movie that was sort of separate from all the Tyler Perry movies. Tyler Perry is a love or hate guy. You either love his movies or you hate them. There's no really in between. So if you want a break from all the Tyler Perry stuff, this was actually a good substitute, or a good break from what you're used to with Tyler Perry. But again, after walking out, I really didn't dig it so much, but then I actually sat down and I was talking about sort of the storylines and the things that was happening in the movie, and it actually made for great conversation. It sort of brought up the questioning about stereotypes between African American people, and, you know, do these stereotypes make you who you are? Is it your culture? Does your, you know, skin play into, you know, how, you know, we're supposed to act, or things like that? So I think it definitely raises a lot of questions, and comes for great conversation. So overall, I'm gonna give this movie a 3 out of 5. I think it definitely served its purpose with genre. As a comedy / drama, I thought it was pretty funny. Who is Loretta Devine? She plays, you know, the mom of the family who doesn't have that much, and I thought she was hilarious. She was really good in the movie, you know, always being herself, the sassy, you know, mom. And then Angela Bassett, love seeing her on film again. I think the last time we saw her was in a Tyler Perry movie with Meet the Browns, and it's always good to see her on screen. And so I'll definitely give it a point for that. And then the, you know, writing, I'm a little iffy on it, but I'm gonna give it a point for that too, because yeah, like I said, it does raise a lot of good things to talk about, a lot of issues that sometimes people go through, and but recommending it, especially to see it right away in theaters, no big rush at all. And if you see it on DVD, that's great. And again, if you want a good laugh for one evening, you know, definitely, you know, rent it or download it when it reaches Netflix. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend to see it right now. There's no big rush. I don't think you'd be wasting your money, but there's no big rush to see it. It wasn't blown away funny and all that. And then as far as replay value, I mean, I would watch it again, but do I choose to watch it again? Not really. No. If a friend of mine was here and, you know, hey, have you seen this movie, then I would show it. Other than that, don't really need to see it again. But I will say there definitely was some funny parts in there. So if you are a non-fan of Tyler Perry, go see this movie. It is sort of similar to it, but if you want a break from that, go see that. If not, just wait till DVD.